calling Tax Pros Financial. So may I help you? I was very excited. I was young, and in the Caribbean, if you're given an opportunity to come to America, it's like a dream come true. So if you come to the United States and you get a degree and you come back home, the possibility of getting a job is higher. Companies will see you from a different perspective. They will think that you have international training and international education, which could be a great asset to their company. I was a SAI presenter. I was one of the winning SAI presenter attending Monroe College. To be able to represent the school, to be able to be a part of history by being one of the winning presenter for the team, that was like one of the greatest experience. I was able to work with other members from both campuses, and we were able to work with members in the community, helping them to become entrepreneurial as well, because SAI stands for Student in Free Enterprise. So looking back now, I'm reflecting and I'm saying, oh yes, there goes the connections. So being in college, working with people, teaching them, taking the knowledge that we get from the classroom and teaching those entrepreneurs who were either in struggling situations and kind of teaching them how to slowly recover and redeem their business has certainly helped. And looking back now, 5 years later, I could say yes, that experience there was great. The classroom experience at Monroe was really great. The teachers were all very personable, they were very knowledgeable, and they gave us a lot to take away with. The introduction to taxation classes, that had taught me a lot. It had left me very intrigued with what goes on in the financial sector. I've done my taxes since that class, and I've also decided to follow up on it, like, be a little bit more passionate about it 4 years later, and now I have my own firm as a result of that class and the knowledge that I gained from it. Ultimately, the goal is to make my company an household name, whereby I will make it into a franchise. The goal is to ultimately have another location being introduced in Brooklyn sometime next year. So I'm really excited about that, but the aim is for it to become a franchise. I was able to say about 10% of my clients came from having my Facebook page. Because what happened, that's another marketing technique that I also try to implement as well. I'll advertise on my personal page, I'll advertise on my business page. I'm continuously educating myself in the field. Right now I'm working on becoming an enrolled agent with IRS. So I've done 2 parts of the exam already. I'm working on doing the other part just so I could be an enrolled agent with IRS, just to set myself apart from the competition. Day one, I left Monroe College. I was able to obtain management positions in various top 5 companies or Fortune 500 companies in New York State, such as Walgreens, Starbucks, Washington Mutual, New York Life, just to list a few. And from those, I was able to set myself apart from the competition as it relates to being very aggressive, as it relates to meeting my sales goals, as it relates to having a good relationship with my staff, thereby finding creative marketing ways and ideas from an internal perspective, by encouraging my staff, if they make this amount in sales, or if they do this amount, make a customer happy, or have them come back, or sell them something a little bit more than they wanted, they'll get an incentive for it. And I've decided to implement marketing in the sense whereby I go out and I start my own business. Completed at Monroe College was a bachelor's in business management with a minor in marketing and promotions. And of course, my original goal or career goal was to become the world's greatest marketing and promotions manager. And now I'm here as a tax financial consultant. I've tried to implement some of those dreams or ideas by marketing my business to the point whereby I'm close to over 400 clients in my second year of business. So that's how I've implemented my marketing skills. Ensure that whatever you're doing, you love it. You're very passionate about it. That's the first thing. The second thing that I will recommend is that they have a very intimate relationship with their clients, because if you treat your clients right and you have a very intimate relationship with them, there comes the referral. There comes the word of mouth. And I will say word of mouth is the greatest advertisement, because when you have a family member or a friend tell you, hey, Sushana is great, or staff is great, the service is great, nothing will compare to another mega company out there spending millions. If they come knock on that person's door, cold call or anything, they may not respond. They will listen to the word of mouth from their friend or family member. So I will say that's the greatest. Being self-employed or being an entrepreneur, you have to work twice as hard as it is being employed. You have to put in a lot of work. You have to be very committed. You have to be very consistent, because if you're not consistent, you have no one to point fingers on but yourself. The ship stays afloat based on your actions. What you put in is what you'll get out.